Hi everyone, and welcome to segment 4 of Athennian's on-demand webinar series. Welcome to our community. As you know, Athennian was built for paralegals by paralegals, and so we pride ourselves in the fact that it's our mission to empower the world's legal professionals with automated entity management. We're committed to your success. Our customer success team is comprised of experienced paralegals and law clerks who designed this training program to not only help you learn Athennian software, but to make you incredibly successful at what you do. To get to know a little bit about our training team, firstly, we have Nicole Birch, who is the Director of Community Engagement. Nicole is an Ontario-based corporate law clerk with over 20 years of experience in both mid-sized and national law firms. As for myself, my name is Laura Gregoire. I am a Customer Success Manager here at Athennian, and I am a Quebec-based corporate paralegal with experience both in-house and in law firms. And finally, we have Terry Williams, who is a Senior Customer Success Manager. Terry is a Florida-based corporate paralegal with 20 years of in-house experience and 10 years of customer success experience. In segment 4, we're going to cover the topics of maintaining the virtual minute book and generating reports. And so in this segment, we're going to cover the following points. So we're going to teach you how to create multiple headers and import headers from other entities. We're going to teach you how to upload documents from your desktop and from Athennian into the virtual minute book. We're going to show you how to link documents from the virtual minute book to registrations and share transactions in Athennian. And also we're going to show you how to move files from within the virtual minute book. And then finally, we're going to show you how reporting basic works and then custom reporting basic works. So first of all, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to create headers in the virtual minute book and then how to import headers from another entity into the virtual minute book of the entity you're currently in. And so, as you know, you can work your way down the left-hand side here to go through all the different tabs of the entity. Right now we're going to go to the virtual minute book. This is where we'll find all the folders and headers, the files and headers for the specific virtual minute book of that specific entity. And so as you can see now, there's nothing here because we have no headers yet and no documents in the virtual minute book. And so first of all, to create a header over here, and you're going to create a new header. Let's say we're going to call it corporate profile. Now that that's created, now that that's typed, you're just going to click create, and then you have that new folder. And then if you want to add more, you can just click action over here and then click new header and then add a new header. Likewise, I'm going to show you how to import as well. So this is in the situation where you have, for example, a lot of entities and you always have the same headers for the virtual minute book, or you have a group of entities that always have the same headers. You can actually import those headers so you don't have to retype them in every single time. So to do that, you just click action and then you click import headers. Then it's going to pull up a list of the different entities in the database. You can just click on the entity that has those headers, and then it'll import those headers directly into the virtual minute book without dragging the documents over from the other entity. And so now you have the exact same folders in the same order as the other entity. And so now I'm going to show you how to upload a document into a folder in the virtual minute book. And so to do this, first you're going to want to go into the folder where you want to add that document. So for example, we have a corporate profile here. So let's say I want to add a share certificate to the virtual minute book. I'm going to go to the share certificate section, and then I'm going to click add file. I can also click in action and click upload file. Once I click that, this window will open. You'll have to upload a PDF version of the document. It's important to note that any document that goes into the virtual minute book has to be in PDF form. So then you go get that document from your computer, you click open, it gets dragged into this upload PDF window, you click submit, and then that document is added to the virtual minute book. And so if you click refresh on the table of contents, you'll see that that document is there. You can also move a document to the minute book from the document section of this specific entity. So let's say right now we want to generate a company summary. You can just click on generate summary and then click entity summary and then click merge. And then that document will appear in the document section. So then you can choose that document. You want to convert it to PDF first. You're going to check it off. You're going to click when selected. You're going to click convert to PDF so that you can put the PDF in the virtual minute book. The PDF form will be created. You're going to check it off. You're going to click when selected. You're going to click move. And then you're going to click minute book to move it to the minute book tab. And then these are all the different tabs that you have in your virtual minute book. So you're going to choose the folder that you want to add it to. So let's say corporate profile, click move here. Effective date, you can choose a different date, and then you click confirm, and the document will be removed from the document section and then added to the virtual minute book. So as you can see, the document is right here. And so that's how you upload a document from your desktop as well as from the document section of Athennian. And so now I'm going to show you how to link documents from the virtual minute book to specific transactions or registrations. So now I'm going to show you how to link a document to, firstly, a transaction. So if we go to the security section, then we go to the shares, we'll have all these different transactions, right? So you can go into any transaction, you can create a new one and link the document, or you can go into an existing transaction. You click into that transaction, you go to the document section over here. Notice there are no documents linked yet. So then you can click link documents, and you'll only be able to link documents that are in the virtual minute book. So if you want to link a document, you have to make sure that that document, a copy of it, is in the virtual minute book of the entity. So now we want to link a document, so we go to that folder that we know there's that document in. We go to, for example, here, share certificates. We're going to check this one off, and then we're going to click link to transaction. And so now that document is linked to the transaction, you can click update. And so now you can see over here in the doc section, it shows that there is a document. And so you can click on that doc to view the window. You can click on this document over here to have a preview of that specific document. You can print it, you can download it, you can expand it from this window as well. Likewise, if you go into the registration section, you can also link a document to here by just clicking into the registration, or by creating a new registration and linking it directly once you create that new registration. Right now, we're just going to go into this registration. We're going to go to the Documents tab, and then we're going to click Link Documents. And let's just say this corporate profile report was a registration. We'll just click on this Entity Summary document, click Link to Registration, and then it will link to the registration. You click Save, and again, the document symbol will pop up showing you that there's a document attached to this specific registration. Next, I'm going to show you how to move documents from within the virtual minute book. So, for example, we are going to go here. We're going to go into the corporate profile folder. Now we have this document over here, and let's just say we want to move it to the certificate and articles folder. So you're going to hover over the document, you're going to click the three dots, and then you're going to click move. You can move it out of the virtual minute book as well, but then you can also move it, for example, to the certificate and articles folder by just clicking move here. That document will be removed, and then you'll see it appear under the other folder that you moved it to. That is the overall overview of how to navigate the virtual minute book and how to link documents. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the reporting tool in Athennian. And so to use the reporting tool in Athennian, you're going to go to the report section over here, and you'll have two options here. First, we have reports, and then we have custom reports. The first one I'm going to show you is reports. And so to go into the report section, you just click over here into that, and this is the report section. To create a new report, all you have to do is click new, and you click report. From here, you'll be able to click into the gray field over here, and there will be a list of different filters that you can choose from to narrow your search for the entities that you would like to report on. And so for now, I'm going to choose, for example, jurisdiction. So I want all entities within a specific jurisdiction. I'm going to choose the United States, and then I'm going to choose Wisconsin. Then I'm going to click set, and Athennian will tell me that there are 3 entities that are in this jurisdiction. And so now I'm going to click next, and I'm going to select the entities that I want to report on. I can see that there is a template here, so I will just select the first 2. Once that's selected, I will click next, and then I will choose one of these templates to generate the report for. So for example, here I want a list of companies annual meeting month. I can just select that one, and then I can click merge. And what's cool about this tool is that you can select as many templates as you would like in that window that I just showed you, and so you can generate multiple reports if you're not sure which one you want to necessarily generate. So then once that's created, you can just click on the report, to view the report. As you can see here, the report is a template that was already in Athennian, and so the columns are already defined based on what you chose to put in those columns in that template when you provided us with this template to be coded into Athennian. And so this reporting tool does not allow you to choose the columns that you would like to see in your report. So this is the more basic reports that will just pull, from the templates that we have in the system. And so now I'm going to show you how to create a custom report. And so to create a custom report, we're going to go in the custom report section over here. Once we go into this section, you're going to see this page over here. So over here, you're going to have a list of any of the reports that you've previously created and saved. And then over here, this is where you're going to choose your filters. And then this is the results section, which is where you're going to see the list of entities based on the filters that you select. And so if we want to start a report from scratch, we're going to start by naming the report. So we're going to name this one New Report. Then we're going to go ahead and choose that first filter. So over here, we're going to select the filter from this drop-down list over here. So let's say we want to create a filter for the home country. Over here, it's automatically going to select contains. We can select one of these, but I'm going to leave it at contains. Then over here, I'm going to select the country that I want to pull a report for. So let's just select Canada. We can select this button over here to copy this filter so that it's the same filter, but we can choose a different country. We can remove it by selecting the X. We can deactivate it by clicking over here. I'm going to click the X. We can also click OR to choose a different filter so that it will pull up a result for either a home country, Canada, or entity status active. We can add another report filter by clicking and doing the exact same thing. And so in this field here, you will select the filter that you would like to use. So for example, country region, home region, contains. We will select, let's do British Columbia. We're going to select British Columbia. And now, once I have my filters selected, I can add as many as I'd like. I can click Run Report to run this new report. Now we have the results section over here, which is where we have the list of entities based on the filters that we've chosen. Now, as you can see, there's only one column here. And so to add more columns to your results, you're going to click Edit Columns. Once you click Edit Columns, this new window will pop up asking you what type of columns you'd like to add to your report. So over here, you're going to check off the ones that you would like to add. So let's say we're going to add entity type, we're going to add formation date, we're going to add home country, we're going to add home region, and then entity registration number. So we'll just add all of these, and then we're going to click Apply Changes. Now, as you can see, we have a full table with the entity name, the entity type, the formation date, the home country, the home region, and then the entity registration number. So now we have that full report that we want to run. And so now if we'd like to export that report, we're just going to click on Export to CSV, which means it's going to be exported to a file that you can open up on your desktop and do with it as you please. And so now if we would like to save this report now so that these filters are always saved, so that every time I go back into the reporting section in the custom reports, I can just run the exact same report, I'm going to click this Save button up here. You can copy and delete these reports as well. So over here we now have the two custom reports that we've created. And so now if we would like to, for example, create a new report based on these filters, we just click on this one. And now we have the filters for this one, and then or we click on this one and we have the filters for this report. So now as you can see, the entities are not uploading right away. That's because you have to run the report each time based on the new data that it's running, that the Athennian is running through, right? And a last note over here is that you can search by the entity type. This is kind of like labeling the type of reports that you're going to run. Otherwise, we've got registrations over here, and then we have agents and addresses. So it kind of categorizes the different types of reports that you're trying to create. And so that's the 101 on the custom reporting tool. And so now we've gone through all the topics that we wanted to go through in segment 4. And so now we're going to go to the FAQs. And so these are commonly asked questions that I would like to address in this segment. And so the first question is, how do you sort the documents in a folder in alphabetical order? To do this, we're speaking about a folder in the virtual minute book. And so I'm going to navigate to the virtual minute book of an entity. I'm going to go into the entity. I'm going to go to the virtual minute book. And then I'm going to go to the documents, and then I'm going to click sort by, and I'm going to click file name. And so in these documents, so this is the tab where you can see all the documents within the virtual minute book. So you can sort by file name from in here. You can also go directly in the virtual minute book and go into one of the folders that has documents. And then you can sort by file name as well in here. So that's how you sort by file name in alphabetical order. Next question, how do you move documents from the virtual minute book to other areas of the platform? To do this, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is to all documents, edit, you can check them off. You can click download here, and then if you would like to move them, you can just click on the 3 dots and then click move. And then you can move them to, for example, entity document section. You can click agreements and move them to there. Or in the report section, move them to the reports tab. How do you upload a document directly from your computer into the virtual minute book? As I showed you before, the way you do this is simple. All you have to do is click on action and click upload. And you make sure that the document is in PDF form, and you can click choose local file to choose the document from your computer and download it into the virtual minute book. You can also download a document into the document section by clicking on new and clicking upload over here. And then you do the same thing, you choose that document. It can be in Word or PDF form in the document section. Now that we're done with the FAQs, I would like to go over the applicable Help Center sections and the applicable training missions that go with this specific segment. And so for the applicable Help Center sections that go with segment 4, you would go to the virtual minute book section and then the reports and data extraction section. And so I'm going to show you. If we go to help.athennian.com, first is the virtual minute book section. So we're going to go scroll down and go find the virtual minute book section. But you will find a link to this specific section in this help article below this video. So you'll be able to just click into it to go directly to the virtual minute book section. Likewise, the other section that is applicable is the reports and data extractions section. So if you click into that, again, the link will be down below, so you can just click into it to go to the specific section. As for the applicable training missions, there are 2 training missions that are applicable to this specific segment. The first one is mission 5, which is generating registers and summaries in virtual minute book basics. And then mission 6, which is org charts, entity templates, and reports. Again, these 2 missions, the links to these missions are in the description below, so you can just click into the links to go attend those missions. Those missions are short missions that can just help you to understand how the system works. And now that we're done with section 4, I'd just like to go over the other 3 segments that we have available to you in the training center. So for segment 1 will be on entering people and entity data. Segment 2 will be on securities and org charts. And then segment 3 will be on generating tasks and reminders. So if you have not already checked them out, please be sure to check them out. They will be in the on-demand webinar series section of the Athennian Help Center. So you can just click into those and watch the webinars for those specific segments. Last but not least, I would just like to let you guys know that we do have a live Q&A session that will be held every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And so if you click on the link in the description in the help article below, you'll be able to actually submit questions that you might have following, watching this webinar. So you can submit those questions through that survey button, And we will be sure to address those questions at the live Q&A. Otherwise, you can also just keep your questions to yourself and then attend the live Q&A and ask those questions in the live Q&A. So as you know, you can email us if you have any questions whatsoever. You can also contact us via the live chat. You can also go to the Help Center and read articles and watch videos to understand how certain features work in Athennian. And then you can also provide us with your feedback in the Feedback Center, because we value the opinion of the users of our system. You guys are the ones that drive Athennian. So thank you so much for attending, and I hope to see you at the other segments.